can be traded. My heart's a bit spaded. I'm not too prideful to up and leave. You've been on complacent. The tides have been changing. Love is just patience and for you.
What's up, bookish babes? Welcome to day 2 of Week of Favorites. I'm your host, Kiana Lachey. Hey, can you tell I've been watching a lot of podcasts? Because your girl has been going crazy on the podcast for the past couple weeks or whatever. I mainly listen to Between the Walls by Jess and her husband Jonathan. We love Jess and Jonathan over here. But anyways, in today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys my favorite series to read. Now, I am in the middle of a couple series, and I feel like if I was to share with you guys all the series that I'm obsessed with, you will be here for the rest of 2024, part of 2025, because I'm I'm the type of person that starts the series and come back to it 3-4 months later. Although I end up forgetting what happened in the first book and then have to reread the first book, and then too much. Now, I am reading what am I reading right now? A Risky Engagement by Stephanie Nicole Norris, one of our family members. I'll put her right here on the screen so you guys can go check her out. She put me on to the Valentine brother because she knows just how much I love the McLean brothers. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw that series right there in y'all face right there, the McLean brother series. Let Me Hold You, Let Me Love You, all those. Go ahead and put that out there. It's on KU. I think I'm gonna do my favorite KU reads video somewhere in this during the week. So, you know, we might do that. But she put me on to the Valentine's Brother. I read the first one. I'm on the second one now, and yes, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do my favorite KU reads, and then I'll share with you guys some of the books that I've been reading over on my Kindle. But we're gonna get into this stack. Now, the first book I want to mention to you guys is Addicted to You by Becca and Kristen Ritchie. I cannot think today. By Becca and Kristen Ritchie. I am obsessed with the Core Six. It's the Addicted Calloway series. I don't know why I had to repeat that to you guys. I don't even know if I said that, but it's about Lily and Lo, Rose, Daisy, Reich, and Connor. Lily, and in the Addicted series, is Lily and Lo kind of fake dating and dealing with their addiction as sex addicts and alcoholic. Lily's a sex addict and Lo is an alcoholic, and they're kind of, you know, being each other. What's the word? I've been bad with my words lately. I'm not even gonna hold you. Um, they basically just helping each other hide that there's sex addicts and alcoholics or whatever. This big things occurs. The sisters come in, their friends come in and kind of assist and help with the situation, trying to help them better each other and fight their addiction. So I really love this. It's basically character driven, not plot driven, basic, because I love, if I say basically one more time, I love a character driven book over a plot driven one. If I don't vibe with the characters, I'm not gonna enjoy the book. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Not even gonna lie to you. The next one is Red Queen by Victoria Aviar. We're gonna stop saying their name because I feel like I be butchering people names so bad that it's crazy. So Red Queen is about Mare Barrow, who lives in this world where they're kind of divided by silver bloods and red bloods. Red bloods have no power. Silver bloods have powers. Red bloods are treated like slaves. They send them to go to war and all this other stuff. Now, Mare Barrow happens to be an anomaly, a supernatural anomaly. I think it was like anomaly. She's red blood and but have silver powers. They trying to figure out what happened, so they kind of force her to marry one of the princes. The princess, yeah. I was going to say the prince's son. Lord Jesus, they forced her to marry one of the princes, and to figure out what's going on and how she ends up with silver ability with red blood. Comes to find out, it's a whole lot of things going on. It kind of reminds me of a few books, to be exact. I'm not even gonna lie to you, a few books, but most recently it reminds me of hold Powerless by Lauren Roberts, because they kind of deal with the same thing. What is theirs called? Is it um ordinaries and elites? Yeah, or they call theirs ordinaries and elites, but they're red blood and silver blood. So that's why it reminds me of that. Now, I don't even know why I didn't even mention Powerless to you guys. I didn't even put this on the list for some reason. My brain sucks. Powerless by Lauren Roberts is another series that I absolutely love. Then it's Powerless Powerful, which is the novella about the best friend in here. Then it's Reckless, which just came out. And then she has Fearless coming out in 2025. So like I said, these two kind of go hand in hand. It's about this girl named Peyton, who is an ordinary. She has no abilities at all, and she ends up being drafted into what is it called? This little game. It reminds me of also trials, purging trials. She gets drafted into participating in these purging trials where she's going up against elites to stay alive. Kind of like, what is that show? It is right here, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody's always talking about this show, and it really just vanished from my brain as soon as I was going to tell you what I'm talking about. But you guys know exactly what show I'm talking about. If you don't, I'll put the picture right here because I cannot for the life of me think. But it reminds me of that kind of show as well, where they're trying to stay alive and battling in the woods and all this and all that. So yeah. The next series I have to mention is The Naturals by Jennifer Land Barnes. I have two series by her that I'm absolutely obsessed with. And while we're talking about this one, which is a criminal mind inspired book, I could say it's about this 17-year-old girl named Cassie who ends up being a natural. She's a natural at reading people. And she's kind of drafted, not why keep saying drafted like they some football players. She's selected to be a part of these other seven. I think it's seven of them. Is it seven? It's seven or six. I don't remember for sure. It's seven or six. She ends up being selected to be a part of this group of other teenagers who have natural abilities too. You have one that's natural with reading people, telling people they're lying. Someone with numbers. You have a natural ooh, my brain, y'all. The fact that I can't give y'all these details right now is so crazy to me. But it's a really good series. It start with this one, then it's Killer Instincts, All In, Bad Blood, and then at the end of Bad Blood, if it's a novella called 12. So I really enjoyed this because I love some criminal mind, law and order, and all of those. And like I said, I have another series by Jennifer Lambourne. It's the Inheritance Games. This one is about this girl named Avery Gamble who inherits this man's entire estate, his fortune, without even knowing him. And they have to solve puzzles and riddles. And she meets the sons, Grayson and Jameson. What is the other one? I haven't read this series in so long, y'all. It's crazy. Alexander, I think his name is. I actually love him more than I love all the rest of them because he's just so laid back, calm, and chill. And then Nash. So, yeah. There's a lot going on in this series. It's this one, the Hawthorne Legacy, and then the Final Gambit. Then she has another book that kind of branches off with just Jameson and Grayson. It's called The Brother Hawthorns. Then she has another book coming. Like, y'all, I feel like this series is forever giving. So, yeah. Then we're going to mention Flawless by Elsie Silver, y'all. The Chestnut Spring series. My favorite book in this series has to be Heartless. I love Willa. I love Cade. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I love them. Like, that is like my favorite series in this book. But this one right here is the first book in the series. It's about Rhett, who happens to be a famous bull rider, and Summer, who was hired to as a PR rep to make Rhett look better in the media because he's a bull rider saying he don't like milk. So everybody felt some type of way about it, and his sponsorship started to get pulled. He wasn't with it. The agency wasn't with it. So they end up sending in Avery to help clean up his image and make sure that he don't be going around telling folks he don't like milk. You feel me? When his, especially when his dad own, especially when they own a farm, which is crazy. But to each his own. The next one is Daisy Hate by Jesse Hastings, y'all. I read Magnolia Park. I haven't read the last one, the new release that she came out with, which is Magnolia Into the Dark. I read the first one, Magnolia, and then Magnolia Long Way Home. Magnolia Parks and then Magnolia Parks Long Way Home. I read those, but I will stand 10 toes by saying the Daisy Hates books in that series is my favorite, because I just could not get with how toxic Magnolia and BJ was. But I love Julian, I love Daisy, I love Christian. Although they all run in the same little friend group, I just love Daisy books way more than I love Magnolia Park. I don't know. You know, I said what I said. And I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. They love the Daisy Hate series more than they love Magnolia Park. But then again, you have people actually crying, bawling their eyes out over Magnolia Park. And I'm not even gonna lie, I don't see nothing said about that book. Except for one part, and that's in the second book. I think it's like chapter 13 when you find out what happened, how they trauma bonded. That's the only part that I kind of found sad. Oh, in the ending. Oh, yeah. So I'm not even gonna lie. Those two in the second book. The first book didn't have me crying. Like, it wasn't. Let me mind my business. Don't. I'm sorry. I love Magnolia Park. The next one is a recent read, y'all. Why did y'all? Well, y'all did tell me that this series was good, but why didn't I listen? My fault, your fault. No, my fault, your fault, our fault. This trilogy is so freaking good. Now, every time I say this series is good, it made me cringe, and the reason why it made me cringe is because the stepbrother and stepsister scenario in this book. I mean, a lot of people say, well, they're not blood, bro. Like, the girl in one of these a girl in the book actually is like, y'all are not blood. Like, y'all just step siblings. I don't know about that. I don't think that's, yeah. I don't know. But besides that, I give this book a 4.5. I really enjoyed this book. It was so good. It was so good. It's about this girl named Noah who mom ends up marrying this big shot lawyer that lives in LA, and they have to move from Canada. She had to leave behind all her friends, her boyfriend, and everything, and move to LA with her mom to move in with said husband. Now she gets there, she meet Nicholas or whatever. Nicholas is in college. He is living this two lifestyle where he's kind of acting perfect in front of his dad, but he really doing criminal activities behind closed doors. She comes in, she kind of mixes and mingles with him and his bad friends, and they, child, yeah, good series. I love that book. Every time I say that, I cringe because what do you mean you love brother and sister? I don't. That's not what I love. I love the writing. I love the friends. That. If we take that, if it wasn't brother and sister romance, it would be a 5-star all around, because the way this book is written is superb. Like, I just can't get with the stepbrother and the step. See, I keep saying brother and sister, even though they're stepbrother and stepsister, but they brother and sister to me. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. You know. The next one and the last book I want to mention is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. We love Naomi. We love, what is this boy name? Nash. His name is Nash. Knox. Is it Nash or Knox? I think it's Knox. It's Knox. It's right at the top of the book. I love Naomi and Knox, y'all. When I read this, when this book first came out and everyone was hyping it up, I wasn't really going to read it. I think I walked past it in Books of Me when they actually had it on the shelf, and then when I wanted to read it and went back in there, it was gone. I read it on KU. I'm glad I did. I read this book in, I want to say, a day and a half. I finished the book a day and a half. That's how good it is. It comes with Things We Hide from the Light, which is the second book, which is about Knox's brother Nash. and Knox's best friend Lena. And then the last one is about their best friend. What is this man name? Lucien and Salone. Yo, I was this one disappointed because the angst, the banter, like the chemistry that was flowing off the pages for these two in these two books make you want to read this one. But when you read it, you got like three different things going on in the background. Not really enough of them communicating with each other and them being together. Like, you didn't get all that. Like, you didn't get, child. If you read the series, you know. But I, it just didn't give what this one gave. But I did enjoy the first two books in this series. I did also enjoy reading the last one, but it wasn't a 5-star like that one. But those are all the series that I'm absolutely in love with so far, because there will be more. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And comment down below and let me know some of your favorite series that I need to dive in, or tell me I need to finish the series I'm in the middle of right now and mind my business. That's fine too. I take no offense. Maybe. Depends on how you say it. But then again, I really don't care. But I'll talk to you guys later. Happy reading. Peace.
I'm calling bullshit. Say you got it, but you ain't got nothing. Bad bitches don't say shit, they just come.